Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. Well, I hope you all had a lovely Thanksgiving. I sure did. I didn't play Scrabble, though it doesn't mean that I didn't play it the day after. I just didn't play it on Thanksgiving. We had a wonderful movie marathon, and then I I kind of helped my daughter do some grooming on the dogs. I held them down while she blow dried them with her velocity dryer. I just made sure they couldn't run away because, boy, she started bringing out her grooming tools, her case, and they one by one, literally, all except Tia, because Tia was like, wasn't on the sofa because she can't jump down and she can't jump on it. Her and Lucy both. But one by one, it was like, it was so hilarious because one by one, it started with Boone. He very stealthily left the sofa, got off the sofa, tried to go around us as much as possible, and crept out of the living room, out of the kitchen, and was gone. And then it started. Then it was Zed. Zed got off the back of the sofa and is quietly and is like, he didn't want to move very fast. He wanted to be unnoticed. He left. And then her dog got herself off, slunk herself around. And then as soon as she got around us, you could hear her with her little leg dragging behind her, because she was hurrying as fast as she could out of the way. She knew what was happening. It was hilarious. We were just laughing. So anyways, sorry, I had to share that with you right off the bat. All right, so this is November 2024's Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 17, the extra. I'm saying it's 17, though I'm going to upload this ASAP, so you will see this before. It's going to be out of number. Just be aware that, yes, I know that. Because, Kathy, you were like, you really wanted a pattern for the book treat box. Well, here it is, honey. I was cleaning up, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, when I read your comment, I was like, oh boy, I didn't do a pattern on that. And then it hit me. I didn't. And it is really simple. At least I think it is, because I haven't made it, but I've got it together. So let's do this, right? Okay. Since this is a paper pumpkin, this is just an extra. Here's a look. They were stockings. You all know that it's called Filled with Joy. The QR code to show you how to put them together. This one for the add-on dies called Mary Tags and More. Visual of everything in the kit, and then the coordinating colors. Now I put on my stamps because I was going to do my paper pumpkin review, which I will do when I'm done here. So I'm just going to show you them, and let's get on with this. So the book, I'm looking for my gift bag so I can show you what it looks like put together. All right. So this little cutie, these are in the mini catalog. Now this one is sealed. The tab is on the inside, and it's meant just to slide, right? So it slides, it can slide in and out, but you can glue it down, right? So this one can come totally out. This is what I'm going to show you how to create your own. I'm going to give you a pattern. And here's hoping. I haven't even, all I did was, you can see it here. There we go. So hopefully I wrote it big enough so you guys can see this. The book treat box. For the cover, you are going to need a piece that is 4 by 7. I am using that evening evergreen because I have so much of it. Only on the 7-inch side, you're going to score at 3 and 4. We're going to do it all together. So 3 and 4. And then for the tab, for this part, right, I decided to make it separate. You could choose to leave this out, but if you wanted to, but I'm going to do it separately. It's just going to not waste paper. So I made my tab, is what I'm calling this. This is 1 by 3 1/4, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and at 1.5 inches. So I'm going to stick those together. Now for the inside, you can see this is what it looks like. So on this piece, this is 5.5 by 6 3/4. I will tell you, that I could not, the way I cut mine, I did not get it. Let me show you. Do not cut this. If you're going to use a single sheet of cardstock, let me get another one and show you. When you go to cut your cardstock to do this, do not cut the 4x7 this way. Cut it this way, meaning that this is, these sheets are 8.5 by 11, right? So this is 8.5. Do not cut the 4 on the 8.5-inch side. You want to make your cut on that 11-inch side, because I cut mine on the 8.5-inch side, and then I had to get another sheet for the inside. So the cover is 4x7. The inside is 5 and, where did it go? 5.5 by 6 3/4. And let me show you why. So this is the first piece I cut, right? There is no way to get this piece anyhow out of what's left over. So it is best to cut it this way, and then you will have enough to cut this piece and your little tab piece, okay? So when you're cutting it, cut it on the 11-inch side, cut 4, then by 7, and then you'll have your little tab here, and then 5.5 by 6 3/4. So there it is. The cover is 4x7. Then you're going to score it. We're going to score it together. On the 7-inch side, at 3 and at 4. The tab is 1 by 3 1/4. We're going to score that at 1/2 and 1.5. Now the inside is 5.5 by 6 3/4. On the 5.5-inch side, we're going to score at 1 and 4.5. On the 6 3/4-inch side, we're going to score at 1, 2, 4 3/4, and 5 3/4. Now I'm going to take a sip of water here. And we're going to start. Now I do have my DSP over here. I'm still using that snowman that went with the snowman builder punch. Snowman season, it went with that. So here's that snowman builder punch, because we're going to punch a snowman out of this. I'm still going to go with this. So the DSP for the front is, the front piece measures that 3 by 4. So my DSP layer is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Guys, I haven't written this down in the book yet. And then my spine piece is 3/4 by 3 3/4, because the piece it needs to fit into is 1 by 4. So hopefully then I have a scrap piece, I think, for the back, and I'm just going to make a little tag. There we go. So let me put all of these pieces over here with a paper clip, or 2 or 3. I don't care how many are there. Just put them up there. All right. Put that back in the drawer. And I don't know how many of you guys do the what is it? What are they called today? Black Friday? I do not. I have done it twice in my life, and I'll never do it again. I did it once for these little TV VCR things for my children when they were like maybe 10. Oh, and then I did it once when they were teenagers, and no. My aunt asked me if I wanted to go out. I said, nope. I said, number one, I said, nope, don't want to do it. Don't go there. So we are going to start with, let's go ahead and we're going to start at the beginning on this piece. So this is the piece we're scoring, right? There and there, 3 and 4. So let's just do it. So here, this is the trimmer. We don't want that dark blade. Remember, we just want this light blade. So lift it up. We're going to score at 3. 1, 2, 3. That's my magic number. Scooch it on down to 4. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. Now I am going to use a corner rounder punch on my corners to give it that rounded book look. I'm going to do that, but we'll do that at the end. So now we're on our tab piece. So this is the 1 by 3 1/4. We're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 1/2. So 1/2 inch is right there. And 1, 2, 3. That basically is just for my glue line, I think, or it might be defolded, it depends. And then 1 1/2. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Voila, so there's my tab. This might be a little longer, but we'll see. Let me see that tab. See, this is where this is going to get glued in. Oh, that's going to be good. And that leaves me, we're just going to fussy cut around this. There's lots of ways you could do it. You guys, I've done it on, you could stick it inside a circle punch and punch it. I'm just going to fussy cut it. Actually, this one probably will be tucked inside. All right, so the next piece. It really isn't difficult. And Kathy, I hope you see this. That's why I'm uploading it ASAP as soon as I'm done. Okay, I'm going to put my clips there. So this is the piece we're working on next. Da-da-da-da. So it says on the 5 1/2 inch side, we are scoring at 1 and 4 1/2. So let's go here. Scoring at 1. Basically, it's 1 inch each side. So 1, 2, and 3. So you can take it out, flip it over, or just go down to 4 1/2. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to turn it to the 6 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1. Don't want that cutting blade. Ew, keep that away. Not today. Not today. 1, 2, and 3, and 2, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 3/4. 1, 2, and 3, and 5 3/4. And now we are going 2 and 3, and we are done with the scoring, that is. All right, so we have our 3 pieces, right? So we did this one first. This is our cover. This is 4 by 7, scored on the 7 inch side at 3 and at 4. Our tab is 1 by 3 1/4, and we scored it at 1/2 inch and 1 1/2 inches. Then we have the inside little box, which is 5 1/2 by 6 3/4. On the 5 1/2 inch side, we scored it 1 and 4 1/2, and basically that's a 1/2 inch. I mean 1 inch on both sides of that. So you could take it out, flip it, and just do 1 inch on that side. On the 6 3/4 inch side, we scored it 1, at 2, at 4 3/4, and at 5 3/4. Now there will be some clanking because I'm going to do the bone folding. So I like to score everything up and away. It's just what I do. So, and this only needs to go one way for the book part, right? So we're going to be done with that. This part, I'm going to go ahead and do that other one just because I can, right? There we go. So this is the inside. Now this one, we're going to do some cutting and everything, but we're going to score everything. So I'm going to fold it all one direction. Well, it's already scored. I'm just going to crease it all one direction, I should say. That's on all the 6 3/4. Now on the 2 score lines on the 5 3/4. All right, so now this is where I need the pattern again. And we are going to be making some cuts. And I don't really have anything. So this we're going to cut out. This we're going to cut out. This we're going to cut out. We're going to cut up to here, up to here, up to here, up to here, and we're going to cut this out. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but let's just go for it. So this one, I said we are cutting completely out. So I'm just going to cut out all 4 corners to start. And I'm going to place it back on the actual one to show you. Hopefully this is making sense to everybody. I would love some feedback on this. Hopefully I'm making sense. Okay. So there you can see I cut out. Now I just made mine square. I'm not worried about these extra little tab bit. I wasn't going to do it exactly like theirs. It's still going to work out just fine. So now what I know I need to do is the next step is to cut up to the next score line. Okay, so this just needs to get cut up to the very next score line. And on the opposite edge as well. Now I can see where, because I was doing it a bit fast, this edge here needs to be cleaned up. So are all of mine, do you see that? Those are all cut out now. These can go in the recycle bin. See, that's what it's going to look at like. But this edge needs a little cleaning up on mine. So let me just clean this up a little. Oh, got a little crooked, but it's better than looking than what it did. It just needs a little cleaning up. And I'm basically cutting out that score line because if you look on their pattern, and yes, I am feeling better. At night, I am not. At night, I'm having, oh, such a horrible time. Mucinex is helping. Okay, I need to cut out the score lines to make way. You can see how those little gaps are there. That's what I'm working on right now. So you can wedge it a bit. Take a little piece of pie out. Miter it. There's lots of names for it. Ugh. So, I was searching for my Santa hats, and I think they're in the boxes that I gave Jissa. So when Jissa gets back from visiting her grandmother for Thanksgiving, I'm going to have her look in the boxes for my Santa hats. I found one. I'll show it to you. I did find one. I just didn't find the one with all the buttons and the other ones. I forgot that Hank found this reindeer Santa hat, which I need to restitch. My daughter's like, Mom, I bet we can go to the dollar store and get new Santa hats for the bingo thing. I said, I know, but I just don't know where. Okay, let's take a look. So you can see, hopefully you can see, I have a little gap because it doesn't need to be huge. So I have a gap here, a gap. Whew, this definitely needs something there. Looks like I started to cut it and I did. And I have a gap there on mine, just like theirs. Gap, 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 right? All right, so this one, remember these came in, right? And this double folded over And then those little tabs is what helped it stick. So mine is not going to have that self-stickiness. So I'm going to have to glue this in place. And you might have to do a little finagling. This one, I don't know why, but it seemed to catch right there. So I'm going to like give it a shave. So I am going to put some glue in this box and some glue in this box. And let it come up. TT is not with me. It is so cold. I had to turn the heaters up in the house. So I glued those down, right? And I'm going to repeat that now on this side as well. So a little glue. A little glue. Oops. I want to fold that back so I can actually show you guys. You guys can use tear tape. It's whichever you guys are comfortable with. All right. So now this is just going to cover that. I want a little bit more glue right in that corner. Oh. It's okay because I'm going to fold it over. So now that is going to come over and seal it up. And it's going to have that nice finished edge, but I do want this score line cut out of that one. This one as well. So you guys might just need to take a little finishing look at those little score lines that get on there. They can sometimes just need a little trimming off. I think it will just closes up easier. So glue that down. And you might have to hold it down. It is wet glue. We're going to give it a going over with the bone folder. It will help. So there's my little box. That came out really nice. Yes, baby, that came out very nice. Okay. So on these, we need to corner round. So let me grab my little corner rounder. Not this one, but the book. So and you need to determine whether you're going to glue your piece in or make it slide. Do you want your book to open or do you want it to slide? So that is the next dilemma, because right there, guys, oh no, there it is. It will close perfectly. Oh, that is a snug. It does fit. Ooh, baby, that's awesome. So here's your tab, right? So this actually would come from the back. Oh, yes. Look at that. Right? That's it. Looking good. So determine how you want that to go. You don't have to add that on there actually at all. We could do a belly band and make... Oh! Let's do a belly band to make it slide. Okay. I'm gluing my box into... You could do the tab. I am going to make a belly band. Oh, how am I going to do that? Or I could tie a ribbon. I could do a ribbon. I could do ribbon. I could do ribbon to keep it closed. I think I'm going to use a ribbon. I do have an idea for this box. So for the Santa Hat Bingo, I have, for the review, maybe I'll go get them. I have Christmas earrings for everybody. I didn't find the light up earrings that I wanted to annoy Hank with. They, you know, I did see them, but I got sidetracked. So I bought for $5 on sale because there was like 40% off. I've got a package of earrings that had like 3 different Christmas earrings, and that gave one for me, one for Jissa, and one for Justice. And I had already purchased my aunt a pair of earrings that I really liked. They had they were little Christmas bells that I thought were just darling. And I'm going to give those to everybody when we go to Santa Bingo to wear. So I don't need like 1,000 earrings to wear. I would have loved to wear the big gaudy earrings. They had some that were this long that were a light up little string of lights, and I was like, I wouldn't wear those because they had to have that battery pack that was hanging from your ears. Alrighty. Yes, let's decorate it, shall we? All right, so here we go with the layers, right? That's the spine. So the spine measures 1 by 4. So your DSP, or unless, if you are going to do like a white book and you wanted to do cardstock, your cardstock layer would then be the 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, and your DSP then would just be 1/2 inch by 3 1/2. But I am just doing this one for my DSP because I'm using colored cardstock. And like I said, I'm sticking with the snowman season. So there's my little DSP. So I have the 2 little favor bags that I made for Paper Pumpkin. I thought I could use those for Jissa and Justice. And I thought I could throw some little candies in to take with us to bingo so they had something to munch on, right? And for Hank, I thought I would just get like a bag of Reese's minis and take with us and throw those on everybody's things but mine. I don't eat those. And then my DSP for the front cover of mine is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4 because it's going into a spot that is 3 by 4. Now, once again, if you were doing white and you wanted this for cardstock, then this would be 2 1/2 by 3 1/2 for DSP. I am sticking with this one. So I just want to show you those. All right, so this one, because it's the front, we need to corner around 2 of the edges. I hope that I have enough scrap to get at least 1 hat. And of course, I do not have, oh, please, there is a little bit more. I just want 1 of these hats because I was going to punch the snowman. You'll see. So I don't know if dear Phyllis realizes just how much this paper has come in handy yet until she sees everything I've done with it. Thank you, dear. Oh, and we could stick a cute little snowman. I might have to do, we're going to have to cut a piece for the back. We are just going to, and it's crooked. It's not wanting to move. I could have got it better in the corners. All right. I do have this little piece. I was going to stick on the back. Oh, no, 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 no. But see, that piece was going to fit perfectly. Oh, it wasn't perfect. It needs to be trimmed down some. If I could get it out of there, that is. This was the last piece. I thought it would be really cute for the inside. We're going to have to trim that down. That was just scrap piece laying there. So I need a little bit more in this corner. It didn't take. I didn't get enough of it. I smeared it with my finger because I didn't want glue coming out. Okay. I need 2 pieces this size, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, 1 in white for the back. And we're going to, of course, use the Paper Pumpkin stamps, which, yeah, I already put up. But we are going to do maybe the baubles, maybe another snowman. Let's see. Let's punch the snowman. Punch the snowman. Yes, we are punching the snowman. I can fussy cut a snowman too. Oh, so cute. Oh, wait. He will mess up this snowman over there. So we got to take this snowman out. You got to come out of the DSP. We are going to use this as a handle. And we will punch you. I did not line you up all the way. Gonna have to do something about that. There we go. So there's our snowman. And the arms and legs, I don't want those arms and legs. You can't see those. We're gonna have to do something about that as well. All right. That's gonna be so, look how cute. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. In the hat. The hat. Oh. We are going to cut this out. I want this little berry bit here. Yes, I want to put this on the hat itself, I think. I just think that would be really darling on it. So why not? Why? Because I can. All right, and we're gonna need this again. To stick the hat. Oops, wrong side, this way. Oh, that's so cute. Look at his cute little hat. Okay, and look at this. This is just going to go so much cuter on there. Look at that. Oh, definitely. All right. Little dot there. Now, the question is, do I want it? Oh, yes, it has to go that way. Alrighty, and I need some black paper. Just a smidge, little bit of black paper. Scrap bits. That shot out of there. And another one. Actually, I really should have brown, but black will work. All right. And of course, you guys can use any paper you have. This is just what I have, of course, to work with on hand. And we want, is there something else I want to put in there? Let's see. Do we want to make like sparkles on there? I don't think so. I like this filled with, but we're going to do a piece on the back. So let me grab, I just need a bit of white in, all right, just a little bit of white. And my scrap bit is at the bottom of the, and I stacked all of my trays. Oh my goodness, do I even have dimensionals I can get to? I was like, I'm not doing anything. Let's put everything away. All right. We need a piece that is, what is the piece again? Hold on. That's the spine. Oh, I punched it. It is 3. Let's see. I should keep this out. 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 is what I want to cut this to. 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I need this trimmed down. Not sure what that needs trimmed down, like half it. What is it at? It needs to come down to there. Yes. So the inner piece is 2 1/2 by 3 1/4. So let me, I don't know where to write that down at. Hold on. Inner piece. 2, what did I say this was? 2 1/2 by 3. Don't you love my craziness, right? 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. DSP. Otherwise, I'll be like tearing my mind apart trying to figure that out. I could leave that on the inside, but I like the stripes. This needs the corner rounder. This is going to go here, but we're going to do some stamping on it as well. I could do I like that. Filled with joy. I could do to and from. I want the bobbles on there. I don't know why, but I do. And I don't like them at the bottom, so they have to go at the top. And what if we did, because I'm going to have, we can do Holly Jolly there and Filled with Joy there. I think that would look cute. All right, that's what we're going to do. Can't believe I have to put all these back on there now. I just took them off. I just took these off. All right, real red coming up, right? Everything's going to be in real red. I want a coaster. Look at how pretty this one is. Let's move those aside. I'm not even going to bring out the Stampin' Pierce mat. It's got cushioning, hopefully enough with, I just want to make sure. I need to take all my blocks in. That was my next goal. Let's take them all in for a good washing. There is something on the H, but that's as good as it's going to get. I can touch it up with the marker later. All right, so Holly Jolly. Put that over there. Filled with Joy. What is up with this? I really need that Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay, where did I set that at? Well, there it is. We're bringing it in. I cannot do it without it. That just is not going to work. Does it make a difference? It does. It does. Just looking on my block to see where I've gotten extra ink. So I want this at the top. See? Big difference, right? Big difference. I guess that little tag that I was making is not going to be really useful in the long run. Oh, let's just make a tag. Look at that. Cute, simple. We just made me an extra Christmas tag. Just like that. I'm sure it'll get used. Why? Because I can, and it was there, and it was just a punch. I was originally just going to stick that on the back, but not anymore. To and from. We'll do it on the back here. We'll do it sideways so you have more room to write. That is how quick you can use this to make a tag, this set. We are going to do to and from down here. And then I want Merry Christmas as well. We need to top it off, right? One block only. One block stamping show, right? Oh, Merritt, that will not work. That just will not work. All right, I can stamp it on here for the inside. So I'm not using those stripes after all. I inked it, I'm gonna use it. All right, let's stick all of these on here so that nothing gets lost before I get a chance to put it away. All right, dun, dun, dun. Oh, we need probably maybe DSP for that piece. See, I already lost one onto the block. What scrap bits do I have for this piece? So I want a 3x3 square for here, and it depends off you if you are going to put this on the, oh, I was using ribbon, that's why. So if you were going to use this piece, you need a 3x3 square for this piece, and this piece, it's 3/4 of an inch determines by how much you cut off of here. I am using ribbon, and I have evening evergreen ribbon, which is going to look really pretty with my, hopefully it works. So let me move some stuff out of the way. Where's my little, there's one. Have I lost it already? Nope. Okay, all my little pieces are here. I want dimensionals, which at least those I can get to. Alrighty. This piece goes down like so. We're going to glue the book down on the inside. This piece is going on the inside. My Aunt Carol's little pair of Christmas bell earrings. They're really pretty. Are going to go in here. Just a little scrap piece of DSP. I think that's a perfect little scene. Right, this is going to go in here. Now I'm going to glue it 2 places. I'm going to put glue on here and glue on the bottom. Right, because when I only want the cover of mine to open like a book, right? Yes, that's what I want. So glue. Lots of ways you can do this. Now that I have it there, I'm going to use my bone folder. Absolutely love it. Look at how cute this is going to be. All right, snowman. Ooh. Do I want to put the ribbon? I do. The ribbon is going to go first. Because the ribbon is going to go like so, and it's going to tie right here. And then the dimensionals will hold the ribbon in place. So let's see. I just want to get an estimate of how much ribbon I'm going to need. Do we want this ribbon or real red ribbon? I have this, and I have some thicker, I think, real ribbon. Oh, it isn't any thicker, but I have that. I really like the evening evergreen. I'm going with the evening evergreen. The real red just seems to like cut it in half. But I would use whatever you have on hand. I am going to secure it. Oh, that's so pretty. With a couple of glue dots probably right there. It was so cute. So this morning, Hank at some point got up and crawled in his mom's bed. She woke up. She was like, Mom, I was on the edge of the bed. That child. And I said, honey, he's only going to do it, you know, maybe not much longer because of, you know, the age. She's like, I know. So just take it for what it is, darling. Oh, I really want... I stuck all my trays together now. You guys know me. I want the certain sheet, right? I want little ones. Okay. Anyways, since Hank was not in bed, in his bed, you could tell he was just tossing and turning all night. I took the liberty to change the sheets and make his bed. And when he came in this morning and he saw me, he was so sweet, so sweet. He said, wow, Manji, thank you so much. I was like, you are so welcome. I started chuckling. I said, you're so welcome, Hank. That was so nice of him. I mean, you know, that's why I don't mind doing things like that, because he does that. I mean, that's, you know, of course, that child is, oh, there's my daughter. I'm in the middle of a video. I'm almost done, baby. Oh, no.
And then come in, okay?
Oh, my gosh. Said it, there's hardly any room to walk in this room. Okay. Oh, my gosh. I'll be in, hun. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, she just brought in a box that just arrived. All right. There we go. So, it's secured here. It's secured here. I am Oh, it's a good thing we didn't do anything more. That's perfect. And that works out great there. So anyways, it was so sweet of him. I just, you know, that one, only one I got. And my girl tells me sometimes, she's like, oh, but he can be bad when he wants to be. I said, oh, I know. Every child can be. Every child can be. All right, so here is my snowman. And I was like, oh my goodness, did I lose the hat? The hat, I think, will need a mini dimensional. Look how cute he's going to be. We're going to, of course, put it off to the side. I love that. And did I just lose my... I did. I just lost my arm. I mean, he's cute without it, but he needs the arm. Oh, there it is. Oh, fine. Found. Let's put some glue. I could use a glue dot. It would probably stick better than that. Let's do a glue dot. A glue dot will work much better. Wipe off the glue. Use the glue dot. The review will have to wait till I get back. But this one will upload. It's on the way. Whatever my daughter and I are out doing. We're running to her work to pick up her grooming tools. Then we're coming straight back home. I did not shop today. No shopping today. Oh, we're taking Boone in. She was going to give Boone a bath at her work. Let's see, do I want him... I kind of usually do their arms like that. Stick it up underneath there. Look at how cute that is. Oh my goodness. All right. So there, Kathy, is the box, treat box. Ugh, these tongue twisters. I'm not kidding. So mine is using ribbon to hold it closed. It's gonna need some time to sit. So anyways, there it is, my little box. So you can use the tab, right? Or you can do like I did for this one and use ribbon to hold it closed. Oh, I love it. So thanks for watching, everybody. My bow's upside down. But I hope you guys like this. And Kathy, I hope you see this ASAP. This one's for you, dear. Thanks, everybody. And I hope you guys have a great start to your holiday season. Bye-bye for now, everybody.